This buggy code was written with the assumption that the world Z was always pointing down. But if you have, let's see, if you have something like I have here, where we have a gravity box pointing 45 degrees to the side and not world Z down, the code just goes bonkers because it makes assumptions that it shouldn't be making. So let's pop out, turn our free cam off. All right. So hop into our legacy buggy code. This particular view, or this vehicle seat view, is for the buggy, or basically any, driving vehicles. And what it does is, as you're driving, I can show you. Whee! Oh no! Hop in. So as you're driving, it kind of wants to keep the view towards the, whoa, no, I flew off. I have to increase gravity. The shenanigans. Game design are always something. There we go. Increase our bounding box. Hop in. There we go. All right, back to the buggy. What this view tries to do is, as you're moving, it tries to center the view behind you, or towards where roughly the velocity is. So if I'm moving this way, it tries to rotate you behind, and if I back up, it will try to, go behind my buggy. It's mostly so that you could see roughly where you're driving towards. If it always was behind you or in one particular view, you could hit a wall and not know why. So it's a pretty nice, fun thing. And of course you could move around, but then if you let go of the mouse, it will try to reorient itself. And because it's assuming that fun Z down issue, we get all sorts of alignment stuff when we have gravity that's not in the same alignment as the world, especially for planets where you're going to have a sphere, and the gravity is always going to be relative to the planet. So we can't always assume world Z down. So we had Chad Zanzao create a nifty little fix where, if I uncomment this, basically has this thing called a gravity rotation, and it's a matrix he's using to figure out if all the code here before assumed that Z down. So if we're going to assume that all the code is going to stay like that, but we're going to have a rotation, this grav rot basically says, all right, we assume this is always Z down, but we're going to move it this way, view, and we even apply it to when we shoot trace lines, so that if you're against the wall, it will bump into it in the correct location and rotate according to that gravity bounds. So if we pop back in with his fun fix, recode. What's cool is, since he's using the gravity straight from physics, this will work if you're in a buggy that's driving inside of a constellation or a bigger ship. If you're on a planet, if you have a gravity box, it will just work depending upon what our fun gravity is. So